good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you are watching this video. Welcome to JoeUnfiltered, a channel where we discuss happenings within Nigeria and Africa at large. Today, we're discussing power failure, the consistent national grid collapse, and the implication on Nigerian economy. If you look at it critically, the issue of power in Nigeria is no longer an issue of electricity, but an economic problem and a leadership one. More often than not, we look at power problem as just affecting businesses and also our homes. But I want us to look at one or two other areas that actually affects us directly. The consistent national grid collapse and the poor power supply within Nigeria is a hidden tax. Because guess what? No company will close or will stop operation because the national grid has collapsed or because of epileptic power supply. They will simply buy generators and burn diesel, thereby increasing the cost of production and the cost of services they are rendering. And by that, we are all paying a hidden tax due to the failure of government to fix power. Secondly, this power problem also affects investor confidence. In fact, it destroys investor confidence. An investor is not going to be scared by price or cost of power or any other thing for that matter, but an investor will run away from uncertainty. And you will agree with me that the uncertainty in the power sector in Nigeria today is second to none. Now, whenever we talk about power, the government and other operators within the sector focus more often than not on generation. But generation is just one of many things, or three things I should say. There's the generation, transmission, and distribution. So it is not much of how much power we generate, but how much we are able to take to customers successfully. Focusing on one and leaving the other two, or focusing on two and leaving one, will lead us nowhere. Now, each time we talk about power, the government is just making announcements of how much power we have generated, or how much power we are generating, or how much power we are targeting to generate, neglecting how effective and efficiently we can transmit this power to customers, to our factories and our homes. Whenever there's a grid collapse, statements are issued. And to be fair, this power problem did not start with the current administration, even though the current administration doesn't look like it is doing anything to fix it. And it does not matter how many countries our president visits, if we do not fix power, our economy is going to continue to suffer the brunt. Investors will not be encouraged to come to a country where there is so much uncertainty in a key sector like the power sector. You cannot build any economy on backup power source. On a closing note, I advise the government and those who have one thing or the other to do within the power sector to at least for once focus on the root cause of our problems rather than reacting to symptoms. Until we decide to be proactive, we will continue to wallow in this power problem. Thank you for staying tuned. Please like, comment, and share. Continue to follow us for more content. Have a good day.